Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, I've just done the review of the AR197, so we're looking and seeing what's next. So let's go to the tech tree. Next we've got the ME209 V4, which is 1550 gold. So let's go and see if it's worth it. So, well, I'm going to get it and then we'll go and have a look. So let's purchase this bad boy and just grab it. There we go. Boom, 1550. That's it, that's sorted. Just have a look in the hangar, see what it looks like. Sleek. And with the cockpit right at the back. Nice. Okay, so first thing first, let's compare this to other tier 5s. So, and as always, so let's compare it initially. That's it, to the standard 109. And let's grab the Spitfire, because you always have to do the Spitfire because it's such a an all-round great plane. Because if you can beat or do as well as a Spitfire, then you're not going far wrong, are you? So let's have a look. And then the V4, let's call that up, and at the same time, let's also go for the 0. So let's call all of these up. And then we can get a really good idea of what it's like in comparison. So survivability, 210 points from the Spitfire. Let's have a look at the weights of these, and then we can work out the hit points. Okay, so 2,830, 2,620, 2,855. So this is heavier, which means it must be more vulnerable. So it's got less hit points. It's more critical. It can take more criticals. Vulnerable engine. And let's have a look. So 200 points with the standard 109. 2,755 kilos. Okay, so it's a little bit. It's 100 kilos less. So this must just be a huger engine. Let's see what we've got with armaments. Let's click through. Guns. So, 311, 226, only 138 points. Ouch. And 304. So the Spitfire and the 109 have got really nice guns. Then you come down to 100 points below that or so is 226 with the A6M, which has got 2 20mm and 2 7.7s. This more sleek. It's got 2 7.92s, but only 1 20mm. Very interesting. Very, very low powered gun. But what's it going to be? What's it really going to be like? So let's check out the airspeed first. I mean, is it going to be worth it? What can it do? So it's basically, from reading between the lines, it's going to be a boom and zoom beast, which when you come in, hopefully you can do enough damage. But, you know, without testing it, how do you know? So, speed, Spitfire 289, the 0 272, well, it's always going to be less. The V4 420. That's really, really nice. So, and the BF 109, which is the same speed as the Spitfire, is 389. Sorry, it's 389 instead of 289. Silly bear. So it's 100, exactly 100 more than the Spitfire, and then the V4 is 31 more than the standard 109. So the 109 up to the 209. Wow. Okay. So let's have a look. Stall speed 150. Stall speed 180 with the V4, 90 with the 0, so it's really, really good at dogfighting. 120 with the Spitfire, so both of these are far better. And this has got a problem where it could stall, so we've got to watch out for that. Rate of climb 44.1. The 0 is 45, and the Spitfire is even better at 44.9 compared to the 44.1 that the V4's got. And the worst of all is the 109 standard 109 with 41.4. Interesting. And dive speed 750 with the 109. Only 710 with the V4. Then we're looking 600 awful, actually quite bad with the Zero, and 680 with the Spitfire. So it's better, but still not good. Right, let's now check out the manoeuvrability. See how they all compare. It's these little things which really matter. So Spitfire 8.6, 7.9 with the Zero, 12.3 seconds to turn 360 degrees. Really bad turning on the V4. The standard 109, 10.3, bad, but not as bad as the V4. That's 4 seconds, or just under 4 seconds worse than the Spitfire. Roll per second, degrees of roll, 100 with the Spitfire, 100 with the Zero, 120 with the 209, and 130. It's even degrees a second. So the more degrees a second, the 109 rolls more than any of the others, closely followed by the 209, and then the Zero and the Spitfire roll just the same. Okay, then we want to look at the accuracy of the guns. The higher the number, the controllability, the better. The Zero has got 87, very nice. The Spitfire is 86, closely behind. The 209 is 82, 4 or 5 points behind, so it's still up there, but getting worse. And the 109 is 79, so the performance is not so good. Then we get the height. So the lowest is the Zero at 800 meters, then 1200 meters with a Spitfire, and both of the Germans operate at 1800 meters. Okay, so we've got a basic view of it. Basically, it's got its speed. That's all you've got. It's got a lot of speed, a couple of machine guns, and a big gun in the nose. That's all it's got. Wonderful. Let's see if there's any upgrades. You can put upgrades on, but we'll try it as standard. And you can see 127 points out of 440, so it's an increase of about 20 meters. So instead of 420 meters up to 440, 67 points out to 600 meters, which is abysmal, and less than 67 points out to 750 meters. Really, really bad. But without playing it, how are we going to know? So let's get in. I'm not liking the way the numbers feel, but I need to test it so you guys actually know. So 11,000 in here. Let's get my pilot in. Let's get him in. And well, without further ado, let's actually get in and see what this is like. How do we test it unless we test it? So I'm just going to pause this until we get in, and we'll see just what this is like. Okay, we're getting in. Let's see what this is like. I've got my fingers crossed, but the numbers just don't really look good. Maybe in reality it performs better than the stats say. How do we know until we test it? So, yeah, I haven't got a good feeling about this one. Hopefully I'm going to be surprised. I don't want to have wasted the money. So, but better that I waste the money than you guys waste the money. So we'll see what happens. So starting off on this point, I'm thinking getting in towards the forward airstrip.
You are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
Okay, thank you. So we're on the right hand side. Let's see what we can do.
You are approaching the front line.
Let's try and a 10 seconds of boost. That's quite nice. And that seems like a nice stream of fire. 1600 meters. It accelerates really nicely. Surprising. Well, it's got to have something. So we're way ahead of everyone else. 2000 meters, 500 kilometers an hour. Very, very fast. So see what we can do. You can see down the bottom we've just left everybody way behind. So let's look for targets. That boomerang, let's get in on him. Boom and zoom. Let's zoom out. 700 kmh. It disappears. They're coming in behind. I've got two guys coming in behind me. Let's try and circle.
We've taken control of the airfield.
Right, with two of them on me, I've distracted them. I'm just going to try and get out of here. We've taken this zone. It's on its own. It's just awful. There was nowhere I could go. I hit the edge. I should have gone another way, but it's ours. So, oh, he's just said sorry to me. Oh, at least that's something. Right, well, let's get in and try and assist. That didn't feel good. The guns weren't quite good enough. The turning was awful. It definitely needs assistance in the turn. And you can see the mist that's coming off the wings. It's really, really accelerating fast. But they were catching up to me. I was diving and they were catching up to me. Let's have a look at what level we're at. Oh, we're at level 6. Well, no wonder they caught up with me. They're level 6 planes, and I'm in a tier 5, so...
Large enemy force is attacking the command center.
Certainly helped with him. Let's try and get in, see who else we can do. Issues turning, but let's come in on the Junkers. Let's shoot past and come back. He's gone. Cool. Let's do some damage. Let's try and take out some buildings.
Don't let them reach their target.
Bombers. Okay, let's go and intercept. They're dealing with the buildings. Let's get up as high as we can. .700 meters. It accelerates quite quickly, very neatly. Those bombers are coming in from there. And there's someone coming this way. Let's see if we can... There we go. A couple of them coming in. He needs assistance. There's a lot of them coming in. I'm going to circle round. Let's go. Let's see what we can do against that Spitfire. Not bad. Let's go in. It's another Junkers. Okay, this is starting to grow on me. It's always better when you're shooting people down. Oh, what? I didn't think I'd hit him, but must have done. Shucks. So it's very lightweight. We're going to have another game after this. And we're going to need some additional equipment. I think if we put on maximum equipment to allow this to dogfight, to sweep in the turns, we might have a chance. We're only up to 1,000 points, which really doesn't bode well for this this plane. But when we came on target then, we certainly did a lot of damage to that Spitfire. So let's get in. Let's get up and assist. Let's see what this is like as a... oh, let's take him out first. Okay, that'll do. He's out the way. Now we go for the bombers. Sweep round. That's a lot of firepower coming in. Let's turn, come back in on them. You can't do a lot on it in one pass. Let's see what we can do on the way up. That's quite a lot of damage you can do, and it accelerates upwards really well.
The threat to the complex eliminated. eliminated. Way to
Okay.
go.
Someone else down there. Let's try and get in. Okay, so now we know what it can do. We know what it's got problems with. We know what it can do. And the guys need help over here. Over there.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again, support will not be available.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about taking this area. Take out the anti-air. Let's take him out first.
The enemy is concentrating near the plant. Be extremely careful.
Oh, he's taking it out. Time to get out of here. There's too many of them. It's got a good boost. Someone's coming in behind me.
Way to go. Victory is close.
Pilot's injured. Let's try and keep pushing away.
You're on your own.
I should be able to leave them behind. With somewhere to go, we should be able to... Got a spit coming in over there. Let's try and help my buddy. Keep pushing because he's going to have to turn around. They've given up. They can't catch me. So at least that's something. The engine is very, very good. You could try and do more with it. Let's try and boost up.
Enemy has gathered forces to attack the command center. Be cautious.
Let's try and boost up. Give him a hand. I'm trying to slowly inch my way up. Oh dear, that's not good. Bit of a stall up at 1500 meters. Okay, 300 above my ceiling. He's pulling away. Let's go and deal with someone else. A couple of guys down here. Let's go in and take them. That PF is in trouble. Now let's go in and help over here. Key 43, you are mine. Sunshine, you are mine. Oh no! We got two awards for it, you know. Supporting fire and strong support. So it seems like it's a second string plane. How much did we make? What's the credit earning potential? That's important to know. Very, very important. Certainly at this level. Come on, there we go. 37,000. Oh, that's very, that's a bit lackluster. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so we are going to need... What equipment can I put on at the moment? Right, we're going to need a lightened airframe. Leave 95,000. Well, let's see what it's like with that. See how that affects, and we'll give this a run. So, but it feels it's growing on me. So it's getting used to this method. See what we can do. I'm just going to pause until we get back in, and then we'll go and have another look. Okay, we're getting in. Let's see what we can do. Command center to the left. Forward strip to the left. Just command center to the right.
You are approaching the area of combat operations. Be ready.
Okay, thank you. So we'll see which side we are, and then take it. It does look so squat. It's a weird looking plane. It's like you're in a go-kart. Something about it. It's like being in a go-kart as a kid. So we're on the right. So let's go in and go for the radar place.
Show me what you can do, pilot. Let's roll.
The acceleration it's better than the stats say. So let's get back out of there. Did a bit of damage. See what we can find. Head out. Let the AA go for someone else. Let's get in. Let's aim for the AA gun. Neat. Okay, that's gone as well. I just sneezed in its general direction. It is a very mobile plane. Let's get in. Help. Let's try and get up high because it looks like we've got inbound planes. Let's go and intercept. Accelerating up, it really feels natural to do it. We've got someone coming in that way. Let's try and get in and help our Spitfire. That 38F is really, he knows what he wants to do again. I'm going to try and get in and help. Is he coming in for me? Yes. He's pulling away, so this needs more acceleration. He is very good acceleration-wise. Guns have cooled down. And he's gone again. Right, I'm going to help with the guys coming this way. Let's circle round. Ooh, who's on me? Someone's giving me a bad day. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, an ace is a 0. Yeah, anyone's going to have a bad day against a 0. Sitting with all those stars on his cabin, he's been playing that a while. And luckily our Spitfire took him out. So 500 points, still down. Okay, boosting up. Let's try and help with these planes. 25% superiority means we've 75% we haven't got. I do love the mist coming off the wings. It's gorgeous to see. Dive, dive, dive. He's gone. A2, revenge time. How many of us are here? He's gone. Okay, let's get back up high. It is very maneuverable. Very, very neat. So, try and get back up high, dive in. They're going for our airfield. Let's come in on those guys. Otherwise we're going to lose the airfield. Very, very fast coming in. Let's try and get back around them. Time on target isn't very long. He's gone. Let's try and circle. I don't want him coming in on me. Boost, boost, boost. He's trying to get away. This is a really good interceptor. Not a lot of firepower, but there's no way he's going to get away. He's definitely trying. Okay, next target, circle round. Two of them over there. Let's go for him first. Everyone else is going for him. Let's go for this guy.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again, support will not be available. Victory is in sight.
Nice. Okay, it's getting to know what you can and what you can't do. It's the limitations. He's gone. Nice. P40, let's go and help them deal with him. Oh yeah.
That's it. There's no way to break through you now. You're on your own.
Very nice. Okay, it's growing on me. It's learning what you can do. That what we put on, that extra maneuverability really did help. We would have been flummoxed now, but it still needs more. We've almost won. By the time I get there, we'd probably have won. Oh,
Proud of you, pilots. Head back home.
3,500 points. Still not good. That was a better game, but still, for those number of points, I would have hoped for 4,000, 4,500. It's just not doing it. It's underperforming. There are just so many factors that are underperforming, and only 49,000 credits. There's probably a reason you don't see many of these round. To be at this level, I'm normally in the top 2. This plane just doesn't cut it. The mobility, the speed is really good. The firepower, when you do get it on, it's a bit underwhelming. It takes too long, and then you've got to recircle, and when you're trying to recircle, your circles are just too big. You can't get them in your sights fast enough. You haven't got enough time over the target to be able to destroy them. And your guns on target just don't do enough damage. The mobility in a straight line is great, but the earning potential is down because you're just a speed merchant. And I think you would be able to enhance this to a better level by putting on what this must have is the control surface. So you need the control surface, and I would say improved reflector sights to give you an additional 10% damage to the target, to mean that you can. So this will help you stay on target longer, to keep them in your sight and to turn and get them in your sight earlier. And then the improved reflector will get you that additional bonus that you need. And I think you'll then be able to bump it up. But normally with a good plane, you would expect to have about 4,500, sort of be on your second one, say about 4,000 points and probably 60 or 70,000 credits. And you're being on your third plane, you'd expect about 8,000 points plus, I don't know, 70 to 100,000 credits. Even though this is only a tier 5, it's just not quite it's not a great plane. It's an okay, unusual plane, but for me, sadly, it's too expensive. It's just not good enough. There are other better planes around. Given between these two, the ME209, the V4, or the BF-109. I would rather take a standard BF-109 every time, because it's got the firepower, it's got the mobility, being able to dogfight, and in comparison, this is just a rubbish dogfighter, and that's what you need in this game. So sadly, for me, the ME-209 just doesn't get it. I wanted it to be wonderful because it's so unusual, but sadly, it just doesn't have it. So it's got to be a thumbs down. It's just not there. It's going to take a lot of work, and with a great pilot, to make this a half decent plane. You're looking probably, well, approaching 1 million credits to be able to kit this out properly, to allow you to do the job that you should be able to do without any equipment. Other planes can do this sort of thing without equipment. That shows you just how bad this is for certain roles. But if you're in a platoon or working with people, one of these, to be able to take out that high level plane, it would do a really good job. You saw, as an interceptor, it was really good at getting to those planes that other people just wouldn't be able to reach, and that's what this excels at. So I would say, if you've got two friends and they've got BF-109s, one of these working in tandem with them, or say two Spitfires and one of these, would work really well as a platoon. One of these on its own just doesn't do it. But as part of a tactical unit, I could see a significant role for this, filling in the gaps and helping your team to win. But other than that, on its own, no. Part of a flight, yes, definitely. But for now, on its own, without massive improvements, this has got to be a thumbs down. Because standalone plane, which you're after, there are better ones. And as credit earners at lower levels, you're looking levels 2, 3 and 4, you're seeing better credit earning potential, and this is more expensive. So and in a way it's a bit of a pain to play, whereas they're more fun. So sadly, still got to be a thumbs down. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted it to be exceptional. I wanted to be able to show what it could do. We can see what it can do, but it highlights substantially what it can't do, and how I don't want to say crappy, how pants it is at credit earning. So sadly for me, well, I'm glad I've got it, but if I'd seen this review, I wouldn't buy it. So thank you so much for watching, and for now, don't get it unless you're part of a platoon or part of a flight that needs someone with this plane, because on its own, it just, for a couple of different levels, a couple of different reasons, it just doesn't quite cut it. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Take care. See ya.